Let's quickly talk about Azure AD Connect Health and how it is important. Azure AD Connect is really important for hybrid identities. That makes monitoring of this service so critical. Azure AD Health Connect tells us whether the sync has happened and if there are any sync errors. So what we are monitoring is the synchronization of objects from on-premise directory to Azure AD. To see the Azure AD Connect Health, we need to go into Active Directory. I'll just collapse this and then we go back to AD Azure AD Connect, and then this is the place where you can see whether the sync has happened. If yes, when is the password hash also been synchronized? Are you using federation? Well, this is a lot of read-only information. But if you want to see the logs, the health, then you need to identify the health and analytics section. Let's click on Azure AD Connect Health. Now here you can find more about the synchronization errors. There's a sync that happens between on-premise Active Directory to Azure Active Directory, and we need to know things like, are there any synchronization issues? Are there any duplicate attributes? So we need to fix them, and in order to fix them, we need to know them first. So we can configure the notifications as well, because it's not always ideal for an engineer to come here and then look at the errors. So we usually go ahead and set up notifications and put additional email addresses. Usually, all global administrators are notified by default, but you can have additional email addresses set up. Let's take a look at a few more options here. We can identify the sync services and also for additional services like ADFS. One thing to keep in mind is that for us to use Azure AD Connect Health, we need to have Azure AD Premium license. For the first agent that we install, we need one license. But in addition, if you want to install few more agents, then we need to buy at least 25 licenses. So 25 licenses is the bare minimum that we need to start with. So let's say you need to install two licenses. That means you need to buy the first one and then 25 others. So that will be 26 in total. If you got underlying infrastructure like domain controllers in your environment, you can identify their sync status and also replication issues by just clicking on this ADDS option. By now, you know that there is an Azure Active Directory Connect agent that gets installed on the domain controllers or on the federation services. Microsoft does development innovations all the time and they update the agent version to the next one. Do you want that agent version to be updated on your Windows machines as well? If yes, then you can select the auto update on or off. Look at this option here. It says use auto update to automatically update your installed Azure AD Connect Health agent to the latest version. So if you want this agent to be updated automatically, we set it to on. Please be mindful that a lot of organizations do not want this to happen, so they set it to off. So with Azure AD Connect Health, we are monitoring the underlying infrastructure like ADFS or ADDS. And then the Azure AD Connect really helps to identify any synchronization issues between the on-premise directory services and Azure directory services.